Ladies and gentlemen, the rumors are true. The US Army does have reliable proof of aerial phenomena above and beyond all our current technical capabilities. Today, on the 10th of June 2021, it is my task to brief you, the public, on this topic. In the previous months, we have opened several reports of actual UFO events. We did this not to release the truth, no, but instead to measure the response of the global public. And now that our data analysts have crunched the data, here is what I am allowed to tell you without you all losing your minds. 1. The observed crafts were mostly of Russian or North Korean origin. Why they would show these crafts to us is unknown. The only thing we are certain of is that we require serious funding to develop comparable technology quickly. The president has been informed. He has already signed the first round of emergency funding. We really need more money. We need as much money as we can get, or that boogeyman will get us. I really love money. 2. We have, pardon my French, no flippin' idea where these craft come from, or what their motive is. Their technical capabilities are beyond all what we have. We are scared. That is why we have kept this type of information secret for the last decades. 3. These crafts are definitely not of human origin. All our intelligence reports and the reports of other countries show that current earthly technology is millennia behind whatever they have. But we also have good news. It seems that these crafts are not an attack force. We think there might be a scouting and intelligence gathering forerunner group. Or maybe we just got lucky and these crafts are from a neutral group of non-human observers. But whatever their motives are, we have to research our earthly technology further as quickly as possible, as there's no guarantee for how long we will remain this fortunate. The next craft in the sky might be already an attack force. Historically speaking, the arrival of a technologically advanced civilization always had devastating effects on the native population. That is why our president is convinced that we have to go public with this knowledge. We need to start a new space race type program, just like Kennedy did in the last century. Our military research of secret technology can only bring us this far. We need the help of the public to help us better understand and reverse engineer and improve any technology we have. Only then we might have a chance of developing a reasonable space force to keep Earth safe from unfriendly future alien visitors. Ladies and gentlemen, the future starts today. The crafts do come from a technologically advanced civilization. What I'm going to say next might sound like a crazy conspiracy theory, but it is the truth. Actually, we actively made sure that the following words are consciously and subconsciously rejected and ridiculed by the public. But the truth can no longer be hidden. The crafts are coming from the Arctic breakaway civilization founded by fleeing Nazi personnel at the end of World War II. Number 5. The analysts were surprised by your responses of the released UFO videos. You seem to be handed some truth, we got to give you that. So, here we go. Aliens are real. In fact, I am one of them. I was born on Venus and was sent to Earth on a diplomatic mission. Yes, we do look like you. Or to be more precise, you look like us. Yes, Thor was a colleague of mine. Now you might ask, why don't we, those who you rightfully call aliens, don't do more for Earth and humanity? The answer to this question is simple. If you're aware of the fictional TV series Star Trek, they have a thing, the so-called Prime Directive. The idea is that advanced species should not interfere with the development of more primitive civilizations. And yes, it was one of our men who planted this idea into Gene Roddenberry's mind. My job here is done. In order to comply with the galactic law, I end this presentation now. 6. Aliens are real. Man, it feels great finally being able to say that in public. Everybody above a certain pay grade knows this. Our data shows us that the best way to introduce this whole topic to you, the public, is by starting explaining Earth's history first. So, long time ago, Earth was part of the galactic civilization. All planets in the star system and beyond had human life. Times were great, but then a war in the Orion constellation broke out. Think of World War II, but in space, spanning whole galaxies. The Star Wars movies are inspired by those events. We don't even know when or who started the war, only that it is still ongoing to this very day. Now back to our star system here. In the war, the planet Tiamat was destroyed. Its remains now form the asteroid belt. Then the war on Mars escalated, and all sides fired their nukes all at once. Mutually assured destruction was achieved. What we feared during the Cold War here on Earth, they had done for real. Most life on the surface of Mars was gone in seconds. Earth was not left untouched during the war. We took in many refugees from all over the place. This was during the Atlantean times. But as you all know, something big happened, and Atlantis and significant parts of Earth were destroyed. Civilizations collapsed. Chaos arose. Humanity was at its lowest point. Certain groups then took advantage of our weakened state and have started to enslave humanity. One of their techniques is destroying all traces of our past. As the saying goes, those who control the past control the future. Now what happened next can best be explained using an analogy. Imagine you live in a small South American country that is more or less secretly controlled by, let's say, the United States of America, a banana republic. While in the beginning most of the hidden leaders were actually Americans, this did not remain the case forever. Over time, foreigners also came to that small country. They were disguised as traveling merchants, artists, musicians, or actors. Over time, that country had members of many nations living here, some in positions of great power, while others living amongst the native population. What I want to say is that aliens are amongst us, and always have been. In fact, I myself, I am from Orion. Yes, many aliens are nearly indistinguishable from humans, and those who aren't know how to blend in using advanced technology or more natural ways. You would be surprised to know who in fact is not a real human. In the past, these type of aliens were called wizards, magicians, or priests. I hope you get the idea. Why did we keep all this secret? Why did we ridicule everybody who spoke out the truth? Because we quite like Earth the way it is right now. Many have spent vast amount of resources, time and planning to have you, my fellow human citizens, exactly where you are right now. While most of you easily believe everything the media tells you, some of you are more stubborn, so getting you to where you are now was not an easy achievement. Another reason why the disclosure is always postponed is that not everything is as it seems. Some outside groups you consider, let me check my notes, being full of love and light. Those groups don't want you to see their shadow sides. So they're also not fully interested in all the truth being revealed. As you see, not everybody's revealing their true agenda to you, and others might not be as powerful as you think. As above, so below, you might say. Also, should the alien group alliances change, let's say if some reptilians decide to turn towards the light and towards service to others, that type of information we very much would like to keep away from you. Because all what we are serving you is a fixed, unchanged worldview, in that we play the main role and you are the slaves. Another reason we did not tell you anything was so that we could keep the minds of the human masses out of our business. Running a shadow government is hard enough as is, especially since many members are not human. It's basically just like earthly global politics, but many times more complex. Instead of relations with Russia, we have to worry about Pluto and what the people of the Sirius constellation think of our actions. You know, every human has psychic powers, and even most mind controls humans do. We of course harness this power during big sports events like the Super Bowl and so on. But if humans really knew what is going on, if we even left the door 1 inch open, the human minds would come swarming in and make a mess out of all of our plans. Speaking of which, please look closely at this small device here. You will remember nothing of what I just have said. Consume, obey, conform, submit, watch television. Number 7. Actually, most of the observed phenomena are plasmoid and electric in nature. The electric universe was correct. Check out their latest video. As far as I understood it, the air is charged with electricity. Certain events, such as volcanoes, can cause an increase in electric charge in the air. Once the charge reaches a critical level, a plasmoid is formed, commonly also known as a Kugelblitz. The typical characteristics of these include insane speeds and maneuverability. Another famous instance are the Foo Fighters during the Second World War. British pilots reported seeing bright lights following them closely. Those were most likely caused by the metallic frame of the plane charging up in the atmosphere around them and creating a Kugelblitz-like plasmoid that followed the electromagnetic field of the planes. We kept that information secret because even the acknowledgement of the electric universe model would open a path to many new inventions and discoveries. Number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, naturally, it's all just party balloons and swamp gas.